have hay fever. Either way, this is why I look like this, but then I can't stop sneezing. I went to a food shop and I have broken a rule. A very important rule, but that is to go without a proper plan and a meal plan. I have a rough meal plan, but I haven't got a really specific, I don't know why I did that. But I haven't got a really specific one for like breakfast, lunch and dinners. And I'm ill, so of course I got craving foods and easy to grab foods. And I didn't plan my meals from my pantry. I planned meals for what I was wanting. And that's why my food shop is about to be really expensive. So I will show you everything I got. I'm not going to be able to get to the farm this week, so I did get eggs in the shop and I did get olive oil. So that's one reason it is very expensive. But I'm going to put up on the screen how much this costs us. It's the first shop of the month and it is the 31st of March. So we got paid a few days ago and it was like £108, just under. But let me show you what I got. 2 cartons of milk, some mozzarella, back on the sausage roll tray, and so some sausage rolls for my kids, some cocktail sausages. Okay, this was one of the splurges because I'm going to try and perfect a mac and cheese recipe. So I got a couple of these that I wanted to try for them. Some cheddar, then pineapple smoothie mix and blueberry frozen for smoothies, some mozzarella, an unsalted butter for baking and 2 salted butters, some double cream, again for a recipe, 3 of the garlic and herb dips. One of my kids chose one of those with their money that they get, 2 yogurts, 2 packs of the Tubit thingies. Look, 2 packs of avocado because my baby loves avocado and they were 50% off. Same with the basil, that was 30% off. The strawberries were 50% off. Some sausages for a last minute dinner because again, like I said, I'm not feeling well. I thought it would be good to have these in. Mushrooms that were 30% off, some lettuce, some grapes, and then I got 2 15 packs of eggs because I probably won't be able to realistically make it to the farm this week, so I've got them just in case. Some beans, some sweet corn, 2 bunches of bananas, a broccoli, some chicken straws. These are all, if you ever see meat, it's for my kids, just so you know. They eat meat, me and my husband don't really. Hummus, what's this called? Apples, stock cubes, cucumber, garlic, honey, some carrots, some oranges, olive oil, you are expensive, nappies, wipes, 2 apple juices. They didn't have the cheap orange juices, so I just got the apple juice this week. Granola, 3 tomato purees, some potatoes, sugar for baking, 2 packs of rice crackers, some breadsticks, and then we got that for one of my kids. My other kid chose them for their weekly treat. And then this is for my baking. So that's everything I got. There is also another pack of those I got myself today that's also in the car. So I already ate them on the way home. Everything we got, it doesn't feel like much stuff. But let's see how long that lasts for. It is Tuesday the 8th of April. And I just went for a food shop. I'm trying to rein in the spending for the rest of the month because last week was just, I spent too much. And today I spent just under £69 and I'll show you everything I bought. We also bought flour. The other day I had it delivered and I actually got 2. Sorry, it's in our bin cupboard, not the most sanitary place to put them, but it's the only space I have. So I got 2 different types of flour, 2 25 kg bags, both organic. One's like just normal organic bread flour and the other one is stone ground flour. I want to see the difference because if you're new here, we make all of our own breads and everything bread related from home, sourdough bread. But I bought 2. Normally me and my friend go in on delivery, but they didn't need anything and I didn't want to pay for delivery, so I was like, I might as well just get 2 bags and then I won't need to buy any next month. So that was £58, so I'll add that to the running total, and then also the £69 for today's food shop. I was trying to aim for a £65 shop, but as I got to the shop I remember I didn't add one thing on my list and I forgot to budget for the nappies. So I was a few pounds over. I also got a Jam Doughnut voucher to buy my shop to potentially win back the money. So on Jam Doughnut, if you haven't got it, I've got a link down below, but you can get instant cash back in most shops, but also there are some shops like Aldi where you don't get cash back, but you get the chance to win your money. You get put into a pool of people and you can win that money back. So I've been put into that and I'll see if I win that back. But I got a £65 voucher. I'll put on the screen how I do that if you are new. And if you would like to look at Jam Doughnut, I have a link down below where you get money and I get money. It's not like a sponsorship or anything. I don't get anything like that. It's just a link that anyone can get. So if you're interested, go check out Jam Doughnut and you can start saving and getting cash back on your normal shopping. Let me show you what I got. So I'm out of burgers and this month I'm trying not to do a Tesco's shop and just kind of eating down the cupboards a bit. So I'm trialing these. They don't look amazing. I'm skeptical, but let's see how they go. Let's see if Joel moans, because Joel and AJ are burger connoisseurs. So I will see what these are like and perhaps have to go to Tesco's at some point and get some of the burgers they like. Some cheese, 4 dips. So my kids now get a little bit of pocket money to have at the shop. So they, with their pocket money, but all wanted a pizza dip. So now we get 4 pizza dips, which I guess is still way cheaper than if we were to get a takeaway. Got some grapes, some butter, 2 pineapples because it's cheaper to get pineapples than the frozen pineapple. And we're also going to try a sweet and sour recipe tonight. So we're going to use the pineapple. Some milk, 2 yogurts, some rice noodles and some bean sprouts because yes, the house is a mess. Tuesdays are always a messy house day. I have a ton of rice paper rolls, so I'm going to make some Vietnamese spring rolls with the bean sprouts and the rice noodles and a few other bits. Mango, blueberries, cocktail sausages, baby corn, 2 peppers, 4 tofus because the type of meals we're eating is very tofu heavy this week. I do need to go to the Asian market and stock up on tofu. It's just so out the way. So I'd prefer to almost spend a little bit more and get these than having to drive out to get the cheaper ones. Did I say celery? I don't know. Celery, organic lettuce, 3 apple juice and 3 orange juice, some mayonnaise, some hoisin sauce for the Vietnamese spring rolls. I'm going to make a hoisin and peanut dipping sauce, 2 ketchups, 3 baked beans, bread, sticks, or bananas, which we've already tucked into, cashews, tomato puree, onions, granola, 2 packs of eggs. I'm just not going to get time to go to the farm this month, I don't think, and I'm going to try and farm a bit closer to us, but I got these for the week and I probably will be getting these for another few weeks. Some nappies and some potatoes, so it doesn't look like a huge amount of food, but I've planned everything. I finally went over the way I go to the farm, which I wasn't expecting to do for a while, and I went to the farm and got 120 eggs. However, I got the bantam eggs, so the teeny tiny ones, so they were only £6 like a tray, and then I got one of the medium sized trays, so I spent £26 on eggs, but that should last us a while. I think that was like the most stressful food shop I have done in a really long time. Anyway, hi guys, it is Monday the 14th of April. It's nighttime and I just went for a food shop because I couldn't really take the kids because I was going to get the Easter eggs. I didn't get the Easter eggs, but I'll explain about why. And I'll show you everything I got. This is a more expensive shop than usual because we are hosting family on Easter Sunday. So I got a lot more stuff than I would normally get. And I got quite expensive things for hosting because we're doing a taco bar and I'm going to make my own. And I'm going to make a homemade cheesecake and I didn't really have any of the ingredients. So this is not the picture of frugal living because normally I use what I have. But when I'm hosting, I do like to make special things. And unfortunately this time I just didn't have much of the ingredients to do that. So let me show you what I got and I'll explain what happened with the Easter eggs. Okay. Got some bean sprouts. They were 30% off. They were the only bean sprouts they had, annoyingly. They don't look in great condition, so hopefully I'll get them eaten tomorrow. Some mushrooms, some unsalted and salted butter, a basil plant that I'm going to repot and try and keep alive. I watched a video the other day about keeping store-bought basil alive, and I really need to do it because we're going through so much basil at the moment. It's the only herb that I seem to not be able to grow as well as like chives and stuff that I've got in the garden. Some yogurt, some cheese, some pizza dip. They didn't have grated mozzarella, so I got this mozzarella instead, which I like more, but the kids don't so much. Sausages for the kids, 2 tofus, 2 grapes, some organic lettuce, some milk, bananas, peanut butter. That was £4, so that's why the shop was a bit more expensive as well. 2 packs of baby corn, some green beans, red onions. Oh, this is meant to really be over there, but this, I got icing sugar. I needed it for a recipe for hosting for my cheesecake. Mayonnaise, 3 chopped tomatoes, 3 baked beans, and they didn't have the kidney beans in water. They in chili sauce. They only had the ones in water. I normally buy them in bulk dried and make my own, but I'm not heading to the bulk store anytime soon, and I needed it for Sunday, so I just got a couple of these. Some orange juice and apple juice. Joel did not like the value one that I was getting. It was like 80's 9p, I think. This is £1.09, so it will be cheaper at Tesco's, so I probably will, if he likes the other one more, start adding this to the Tesco shop. Some oranges, some apples, lasagna sheets, yogurts, 2 ketchups, some carrots. They didn't have my son's normal granola, so we got some of the muesli to try. Let's see what he thinks. Rice crackers, 3 tomato purees, a squash, and then this is all stuff that we need for hosting this weekend. So we got some golden syrup for my gingerbread men that I'm making, for my gingerbread cheesecake that I'll be making, and some Biscoff spread for the Biscoff caramel that I put on top of my cheesecake. Some salsa, some dark brown sugar for, again, my gingerbread men. Oh, did I say nappies as well? Nappies. Some sweet corn. I make my own wraps normally. You'll see a video of my wrap recipe. But when I'm hosting for quite a few people, it just takes too long on the setup that I have on my stove. I don't have I can only do one at a time. So I got 5 packs of the mini wraps for making tacos for hosting. 5 halloumis. Everyone loves my honey halloumi tacos. So I got 5 of those. I'm hoping that's enough. I got some sour cream, some tofu, some double cream for the cheesecake, and some mascarpone for the cheesecake, and a Pepsi, and a tropical blast drink. So that is all of the food that I got. And then I was going to get my kids and my niece and nephew some Easter eggs, but they are just extortionately priced. So people are probably going to say that I'm a Scrooge for this, but I cannot bring myself to spend £1.50 on a 100-gram, little mini 100-gram Easter egg, or nearly £4 for one that's only slightly bigger. And I thought I was going to do it, and I was like, I just don't have it in me to spend that much money on a ton of Easter eggs. So what I did instead was, I have got a mixture of treats, and I'm going to try and make them little Easter baskets. Let me show. I got them packs of sweets. These were 79p each. Packs of chocolate buttons. These are 99p for 120 grams, whereas the smallest Easter eggs I saw were £1.50 for 100 grams. So I got them the chocolate buttons, and then I've gotten a few of the different types of chocolate bars that I'm going to open up and distribute, and it will be, for each kid will kind of get a them 2 things with a mixture of chocolate, and I'm going to try and make or find little baskets to put them in. I'll see how that goes. I might pop into a charity shop or a B&M or somewhere to find some little other trinkets that I can maybe put into the baskets. We will see if I have enough time to do that, but I just thought you get so much more actual sweet and chocolate for your money doing it this way around than getting an Easter egg. And yeah, maybe it's not as fun, but we are doing an Easter egg hunt as well, and they get so many Easter eggs from family. They've already got Easter eggs up there and up there from family members. So yeah, so that is everything we got. For all of this was £109, including the Easter eggs, which is more than I would have liked to spend, but with hosting and getting all of the treats, I don't think that's too bad. So this is the current total for where we are in the month. Hey guys, welcome back. Today is, what is today? It is Thursday, the 24th of April. This should be our last food shop of the month. I'm doing a budget challenge. So you loved my grocery budget challenge I did a few years back. I'm doing another one with a little bit of a bigger budget and hopefully a bit more higher in protein. So this is the shop for that. And I'm gonna slip in here as well, this week or last week, one time since I last filmed, we have spent a bit of money out and about. So on a hot sunny day, we went and got some ice creams for the kiddos and spent £10. So let's add that onto the running total, as well as it was a friend's birthday and they were all heading out for desserts. So we went out with them to the Harvester and spent £30 on desserts. So at the Harvester, which is a lot of money, and I wouldn't normally do it, but that's where they wanted to go. So that's where we went. And so we're gonna add them on. Joel is currently out with the kids. I'm having a day to myself today. He's booked the day off because I've got a few appointments that I'm going to. So he is taking the kids to soft play, and he, on the way, is going to get a meal deal for the kids, which is not something we do often.
but because I was meant to film this video for the Extreme Budget Challenge yesterday, but instead I got a sickness bug. I was sick for 24 hours, so I couldn't go. So we literally had no food in the house, and I'm obviously doing the shopping now and he's already out. So he is getting them meal deals. So I think that's like, what is it? £3-4 each. So it'll probably be another 10-ish pounds for all of them. So we'll add that all on. And then this shop today was just under £28. So this should be the total for, let's say £30 in case I pop out to get a couple more things for the Extreme Budget Grocery Challenge. But this should be the budget and total for April. So we get paid in a couple of days and it'll be a new month. So that is everything we bought. So let me show you what I've got. This is everything that we've got for the Extreme Budget Grocery Challenge. We've got some celery, some potatoes, some mushrooms, red onions. So I got the broccoli, some penne pasta and some spaghetti, some stock cubes. We got 3 tins of tomatoes. Annoyingly, they didn't have the kidney beans in chili sauce, so I got 4 of the taco beans in a tin of green lentils, 5 tins of baked beans, a carton of milk, some cheddar cheese, get a butter. Cloves of garlic, they were on sale at 25p each, so I got the 2 big ones. A big bag of carrots. They only have the wonky carrots. I think it's like 2.5 kg or something, but this was all they had. I might have to get another one. Let's see. We did get a ketchup. 2 mozzarellas for, what's the thing called? Pizza night. I normally get the grated mozzarella, but these are cheaper, so we went for these. A tin, no, that's not a tin. A bag of frozen sweet corn, 2 things of tomato puree, and then this is where we get into the stuff of things I already had that I'm adding into the budget. That is everything we bought today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you did, and I will see you for the next grocery haul, which is going to be May. And I don't know what I'm going to have planned for May. Let's see if I come up with anything. If you have any ideas, let me know down below. Bye, friends.